It was 3 a.m. when the phone rang. The sound cut through the silence like a blade. I woke up, startled, the kind of startled that comes from dreams you don't remember. The house was dark, except for the faint glow of the hallway light I'd forgotten to turn off. The phone kept ringing. Old, wired, the one I could never bring myself to replace. Its sound always reminded me of her, of the nights she'd call to say, "Don't worry, Mom, I'll be home soon." But she never did come home. Not that night. Not ever again. 15 years have passed since the accident, since the world stopped sounding the same. My hands trembled as I reached for the receiver. And that's when I saw it, the caller ID glowing softly in the DRAC. Her number, the one I'd kept saved but never dared to delete. For a moment, I couldn't breathe. The air felt thick, heavy, as if time itself had paused to listen. The ringing stopped, then started again, insistent, familiar. And against every reason, every fear, every law of the living and the dead, I answered. For a moment, there was only static, soft, whispering, like the sound of wind through trees. Then, a voice, faint, fragile. "Mom?" I froze. My throat tightened. My heart started pounding in my ears. It was her. It couldn't be, but it was. Her voice, the same gentle tone, the same way she used to say "Mom" when she was half asleep. "Who is this?" I whispered. The line crackled. Then came the words that turned my blood cold. "You forgot my birthday." I felt tears sting my eyes. Her birthday was tomorrow. I hadn't told anyone. I hadn't even said her name aloud in years. "Darling," I said, voice trembling, "is it really you?" There was silence. A deep, aching silence. And then a soft sob on the other end. "Mom, I'm cold." My hand shook so hard I nearly dropped the phone. I wanted to scream, to hang up, to believe it was a dream, but all I could whisper was, "Where are you?" A long pause. Then her voice came again, smaller, farther away now. "Home?" And the line went dead. I didn't sleep that night. I couldn't. I sat in the living room with the lights off, listening for something, anything, that could tell me it was all just a dream. But then I saw it. Her old teddy bear, the one with the missing button eye, lying on the sofa. I hadn't touched it in years. It had been in the attic since the funeral. My chest tightened. The air felt colder. Even the walls seemed to hold their breath. At 3:17 a.m., the clock on the mantelpiece stopped ticking. The second hand froze, right between the seconds, and then the phone rang again. I didn't move at first. I just stared at it, heart hammering so loud I could barely hear the sound. When I finally picked it up, there was no static this time, only her voice, calm, clear, and heartbreakingly close.
"Mom, don't cry." I whispered her name, Lily, and the lights flickered. "You keep the bear," she said softly. "Thank you." Tears streamed down my face. "I miss you every day, every single day." "I know," she whispered, "but you have to let me go." The line went quiet again, but in that silence, I could swear I heard something else. A soft humming, a lullaby, the same one I used to sing to her before bed. And then the clock started ticking again.
The next morning, sunlight felt strange. Too bright, too warm, like it didn't belong in this house anymore. I sat by the window holding the phone, still expecting it to ring. It didn't. I checked the call log again, but just like before, there was nothing. No missed calls, no record, just emptiness. That's when I noticed something on the table, a faint circle of dust, and in the middle of it, a single white petal. Her favorite flower was lily. We hadn't had lilies in this house since her funeral. I don't know why, but I smiled. For the first time in 15 years. That night, I dreamed of her. She was standing by the old garden swing, wearing the same yellow dress she wore on her last birthday. She looked peaceful. "Mom," she said softly, "you can rest now." When I woke up, the phone was on the floor beside the bed, its cord gently swinging, and in the faint morning light, the clock on the mantelpiece had stopped again. Only this time, I didn't wind it back, because some silences aren't meant to be broken.